Kids, the price of Bitcoin is right now in an absolute free fall. We are sitting at $69,300. We have officially broken today below the all-time highs of 69.1 in 2021. I've mentioned briefly the inflation-adjusted price value of Bitcoin in yesterday's updates. But actually, when we discount inflation, the price of Bitcoin with the all-time high levels is actually $82,735. So realistically, we are inflation adjusted almost $12,000, $15,000 below where the prior all-time high was. Now, good news is that this is a lot of support. All right. So this is a lot of support. I don't want to repeat myself too much, but I think this is actually a good level to buy Bitcoin. You guys know the amount of FUD and the fear that is perpetrating across Twitter. Not one single person is saying this is a good time to buy. Everybody's considering to sell. Everybody's planning and is switching to stable coins. When we go to the stablecoin dominance chart, you will notice that stablecoin dominance is seeing a break to the upside, which we predicted here on this channel. Everybody's moving outside of Bitcoin. They're moving outside of crypto. When the herd does something, the way to make money, according to Warren Buffett, the most successful investor of all time, is to do the opposite. When everybody was bullish at $126,000, that was the time to sell. Now that everybody is bearish, this is a good time to start accumulating, start buying. Bitcoin operates in cycles. No matter how much people deny the cyclicalities of Bitcoin, it is there and it is playing exactly to the T. I mean, take a look at the current price action in comparative to the last cycle's price action. The price structure, the timing of everything, it's all exactly the same. So the cyclicalities exists. What comes down shall go up. What goes up shall go down. But when you zoom out and you look at the macro, Bitcoin in the long term goes up and up and up. Is this the bottom for Bitcoin? It is incredibly hard to say. Nobody can predict that to the dollar, but I think we're getting close to it. Can we fall to 49K? My absolute worst case scenario, we can. That's about another 20, 30% drop to the downside. But if you're doing your dollar cost averaging by buying, let's say across 4 different orders to accumulate 1 Bitcoin, I think getting to 1 Bitcoin now would be such a tremendous, tremendous opportunity. It would be amazing. Imagine if you can accumulate 1 Bitcoin, and then when Bitcoin reverses, once the bull cycle comes back into play, to $200,000, $300,000. That's without leverage, potential great profits. So I would, if you're thinking of what to do, I wouldn't be selling at these prices. That's one, especially not altcoins at bear market lows. I would be focusing on Bitcoin. Altcoin accumulation can come down later down the line. I posted a chart over on my Crypto Kids Telegram community a couple of hours back once XRP was still over $1.4. No hate to XRP, right? This is just the analysis of a technical analyst. What I'm about to say doesn't mean I like or dislike XRP, so please don't attack me in the comments. However, there was a huge double top on XRP. You broke below the neckline. We know that XRP does significant moves to the upside. Throughout history, it has had significant moves to the upside, which were all followed by major moves back to the downside, and then you do nothing, and that cycle sort of repeats. So I think there's a very good chance, actually, that we fall down into the 57-cent territories. And yeah, if you have XRP, just please be careful. I think that has more of a runway to go down. Most altcoins haven't really gone up so much in this cycle, so they don't have much lower prices to come down to, but XRP outperformed most altcoins, therefore it has a higher potential of dropping further to the downside. So going back to the topic of accumulation, if you can spread out your orders across 2, 3, 4, 5 buys in from now all the way to 49K, I think that will give you a good opportunity to get to 1 Bitcoin, and hodling that will put you in not the 1%, but the 0.01%, the 0.01% of the world's population. And that's my objective, to accumulate as much more Bitcoin as I can. I already have a lot of my portfolio in Bitcoin, but I'm buying up more. So hopefully you enjoy that video. Times are tough. Try to hang in there. And if you're looking for a place to buy up those Bitcoins, you can go to the links down in the description below to Weeks, Limex, Coinflow, or Bybit. Bybit allows you to buy crypto for the first time using fiat money. And if you use the links in the description, you will help support the channel. So with that, thank you so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you all on the next video very soon. Bye-bye, guys.